Hi sir, how are you today? My name is Lesta Tapea. Today I will do my presentation about Endgame by Beckett. Number one is make a diagram of plot about exposition, conflict, raising action, climax, filling action, and resolution. I will explain today. Number one is exposition. This is a Club a struggle to walk, begins to prepare the stage for action. He takes the sheet out of the trays and lifts the lid on both of the hair out there and looks inside. Ham in his dress, whistle hanging from his neck and handkerchief covering his face, shimmy to be asleep. Cobb said, "It's done." He says he will go to this kitchen and wait for Harm to whistle for him. He left, then came back, took the letter and led him outside. Ham wakes up and removed the handkerchief. This was weary sunglasses. Ham folded his handkerchief, and his question is if anyone surfaces like him, he says, "It's time to end." But he is stating to end. He whistled and Club in charge. Ham instructed him and orders Club to prepare him for bed. He asked what time it was and Club replied, "Same as usual." Ham asked if he had to look out the window and Club gave his report. 0. Ham ordered by him to prepare it, but Club didn't move. Ham threatens to withhold food from him, and Club takes Ham's sheet. Ham stops him and asks why Club stay with him. Club asks why Ham is holding him back. For Ham, no one else. For Club, nowhere else. Ham accuses Club of abandoning him. Club admits that he tried to do so and that Club doesn't love him. And this is the conflict. After the presentations are complete, he visits the audience and says the first line of the play. "It's over, it's over." If he thought the play has just begun. After a cough came out, Ham, the man in chair, wake up and remove to the body a handkerchief from his face, revealing in sunglasses that indicated his blindness. His opening soliloquy makes it clear that he considers himself an actor and has a regular feeling about himself. And this is a raising action. So the trust cans and the stage came into play when into all characters speak from under the lid. Mark and Neil are Ham's parents. They are said to have knowledge and although they still have affection for one another. They are forever separate, each trapped in the threads. Ham treated them brutally, often ordering Cove to bottle them and tighten the caps. Climax. Ham asked to be pushed around the room, right around the world, because the room is the world. Cove complete and pushed Ham along the wall until Ham demanded to be brought back to his place right in the middle of the room. In this explanation and resolution, Ham stops him before he leaves and thanks him for his service. Club thanks him and Ham says that they are obligated to each other. He asks her to cover him with the sheets, but Club was gone. He tries to move the chair with a pole. Club enters, equipped for his journey. Ham didn't know he was there and threw out as useless error. He went on to tell his story about the man and his son, repeating how the man wants his son to be with him. Ham remembered it was the moment he had been waiting for. Resolution, Ham has called Dad, and hearing nothing said, "We're coming." They threw away the dog and his whistle. He called Golf, but heard nothing. He took out the handkerchief, unfolded unfolded it, and said, "You stay." He covered his face with a handkerchief and sat motionless. And this is a character and explain the characters. Number one is Ham is the protagonist of the play. Thought his unlikable Demonord at the time makes him to the antagonist to his servant, Cloud, blind, immobilized by old age in his wheelchair. Ham believes no one suffers more than he does. Ham controls everyone to play, while having absolutely no control over himself or his environment. He is like the king in the chase, the most powerful beast whom all others serve, but who is also the most vulnerable. Clove is the other protagonist of the play, the servant to him despite his own infirmity. He was taken in by Ham as a child and played in the play tension with Clove's desire to live against his obligation to stay with her. He performs various tasks for his master, such as wheeling him around the reporting on the landscape outside the windows. Nak, Ham's father who has no legs and lives in the dustbin. Nak is gentle and fatherly, yet sorrowful and aggrieved in face of his son's incredulity. Now, Ham's mother, who has no legs and lives in the dustbin next to the Nak, reflective, she delivers a monologue about a beautiful day on Lake Como, and apparently dies during the course of the play. And what is the genre? The genre is tragicomedy. Endgame is also quintessential work of what Beckett called tragicomedy, or that idea that, as herself in the play puts it, nothing is funnier than unhappiness. Another way to think about this is that things which are absurd can be accurate, but as is funny in some contexts and horrifyingly and comprehensible in others. And the setting from the Endgame is a bare, partially underground room, serving as shelter for the power characters, the Master Ham, Cloud, his servant, and Ham's the father and mother, Nak. Nak and Daniel, who lived in the garbage can. Okay, this is the riddle. Cloud enters a dreamy, dim, and nondescript shack, draws the curtains from the windows, and prepares his master Ham for his day. He says it's nearly finished. Thought it is not clear what he is referring to. He awakes Ham by pulling a blood-stained rag from his head. They bender briefly, and Ham says it's time it ended. Eventually, Ham's parents, Nell and Nick, appear from trash cans at the back of the stage. Ham is equally treating, consequenting, and acrimonious to his parents, thought they still share a degree of mutual humor. Ham tells his father he's reading a story and requires is partially to him a fragment which treats on indirect man who comes crawling on his belly to the narrator, with beauty of Christmas decorations being in the forefront for his serving boat shelter in the wilderness. Club his survivor tunes, and they continue to banter in the way that is both quick witted and comical yet with dark, over essential undertones. Love often threatens to leave harm, but it is made clear that he has nowhere to go as the world outside seems to be destroyed. Much of the stage action is intentionally bundled on the monotonous, including sequences where Klaus moves Heim's chair in the various directions so that he feels to be in the right position, as well as moving him nearer to the window. By the end of the play, Klaus finally seems intent on pursuing his commitment of leaving his cruel master harm. Klaus tells him there is not more of the painkiller left, which harm has been insisting on getting his dust throughout the play. Ham finishes his dark, chilling story by having the narrator break the collapse meant for the futility of trying to beat his horn for a few more days when evidently their luck has run out. Ham believes Clark has left Gwendolyn blind, but Clark stayed in the room quietly, but his eye caught on. Going nowhere, Ham discards some of his belongings and says that through thought he has made his exit. Okay, this is number 2. Explain the function and the name of the stage. This is number 1 until 12. Okay, I will explain. Number 1 is barrel. Barrel is live effect on stage. Number 2, acting area. The stage area for actors playing drama. 3, plates. Walls or so-called plates are made of wooden frames whose surface is covered with cloth or thin boards on which the desired object can be drawn off or painted. Number 4, of stage behind the scenes, out of the public view. Next, wheel piece, a backdrop or a cloth is a paint curtain that hangs in the back of the stage. They indicate scenery. Before the advent of motion pictures, theaters who would 6 until 8 stock paint backdrops on canvas for use in the live theatrical performance. Black cloth is a large paint curtains hanging on the back of a stage set, also called backdrop. 7 is border. Borders are short drape hung above the stage, spanning its width. They are used to mask equipment and hidden scenery above. Borders hung close to us are packed with heat and flame resistant material. Legs and borders are typically made from a heavy, like absorbing material similar to that of other stage drapes. 8. Curtain stage are its fabric piece used to conceal in a decorative fashion the various parts of the stage from the audience. Proscenium, the frame or arch separating the stage from the auditorium, through which the action of a play is viewed. Setting line front any parts of the stage that extends past the proscenium arch and into the audience of the seating area. Front stage is a stage consisting of the performance section or appearance and style or manner. The last is auditorium, a room built to enable an audience to hear and watch and performance. Okay, I've done, sir. That's my presentation today. Thank you.